Hello everyone, welcome back to day 6 of our 30-day SQL series. In the last few sessions, we have explored some key concepts of SQL, and today we are going to talk about cardinality relationships in SQL. So cardinality describes the relationship between the number of rows in one table and number of rows in another table. In other words, it helps us to understand how data in two tables is connected. Okay, so now here, see, in database management system, cardinality helps an important role. So as I told you, this cardinality represents the number of times an entity of an entity set participates in a relationship set. Okay, or we can say that the cardinality of a relationship is the number of tuples, rows in a relationship. Okay, so like in a simple thing, it helps us to understand how data in two tables is connected. So just keep this in mind. So this will be helpful for you to understand the types of cardinality relationships. Okay. So here we go. There are types of cardinality in between tables are one to one, one to many, many to many. So let us look at the example of one to one relationship here. So in this one to one, when one entity in each entity set takes part at most once in the relationship, the cardinality is said to be one to one. So here in the diagram, you can see we have an entity set 1 and the entity set 2. Okay, so in this table, in this diagram, you can see that the one record is related to exactly one record in the entity set 2. So for example, a passport is assigned to exactly one person, and one person can only have one passport. So this is one to one here. All right. So now let us look at the next type, that is many to one. So if entities in the first entity set takes part in the relationship set many times, maybe at least twice it has to take part. So while entities in the second entity set takes part at most once, the cardinality is said to be many to one here. So let's look at the example. So here you can see here many to one. So where the in the entity set 1 and in the entity set 2, whereas 1 and 2 is connected to the B here. Okay, so many to 1. So 1 and 2 is many here, at least twice. Okay, so it's been connected to the entity set 2 B, where we have a B here in the row. Okay, that is called many to 1 here. So now let us look at 1 to many. So the definition of one to many is if entities in the first entity set take part in the relationship set at once and entities in the second entity set takes part many times, at least twice, the cardinality is said to be one to many here. Okay. So here let me explain you. So see here one to many. So where here we have an entity set 1 and the entity set 2 here. Okay, so in this relationship you can see the one record in the entity set can be related to multiple records, okay, in the entity set 2. So this 2 is related to A and B here. Okay, but each record in table B is related to only one here, that is entity set 2, only the one here. Okay, so for example, we can give it here, a customer can place many orders, but each order belongs to one customer only. So this is a customer here, so this 2 is a customer, it's placing a many orders. So A B C D is the orders here, he's placing a two orders, that is A and B. Okay, and this two orders is belongs to the same customer, that is 2 here. Okay, so this cardinality is said to be one to many. Okay, So now let us look at the last type of cardinality relationship, that is many to many here. Many to many, the cardinality is said to be many to many entities in both the entities that takes part many times, at least twice in the relationship set. Okay, so here, see here, when here multiple records in the entity set A can be related to the multiple records in the entity set B. Okay, so here you can see the one is related to A, the one is related to B, and A is related to 2. Okay, so this is called many to many here. So for example, we can say student can enroll in many courses, and each course can have many students enrolled. Okay, so this cardinality has to be said to be many to many. So this is usually implemented through a junction table or a bridge table to handle this many to many relationship. So understanding cardinality is crucial because it helps us to design proper database schemas and maintain the data integrity. So that's all for today's session on cardinality relationship in SQL. I hope this explanation made the concept clear and simple for you. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos in this series. The next video, we will dive deeper into more SQL concepts to make you even more confident in working with database. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in day 7. So bye bye, take care, keep learning, keep growing.